We set off to build the expedition vehicle of my dreams from the ground up with a $30,000 budget. We documented every aspect of the build from the design process to all the hardships along the way. To be honest, this was one of the most challenging projects of my entire life, but the final product exceeded my wildest dreams. Watch as we build an incredible vehicle for Season 3 of the Tiny Home Adventure series. This is the MUSEROAMER project. On the last episode of the MUSEROAMER project, we installed our raw slab countertops, installed the luxury vinyl plank flooring, finalized the pass-through. We got some frustrating news. The truck got painted, Camper of Paradise tackled our electrical, and we started to move out of our house. After Camper of Paradise, we brought the truck to the wrap shop. Envision helped us modify and transpose the graphic I had on my van for Season 2 of the Tiny Home Adventure to this beast. After Envision, we brought the rig back to the shop, where we reinstalled our drawers and cabinet faces.
So to be totally honest, these latches have been a massive pain in the ass. It took us a long time to source them. This is exactly the look I was going for. This is kind of how the assembly works, but you can even see like this collar is to such a small tolerance that it doesn't even like to go through smoothly, so I have to do a lot of sanding. And then if there's any sort of weird pressure on the back of this, once it's actually mounted to the faceboard, it creates all kinds of issues. It binds up. These knobs have to be spun out almost all the way so they can actually activate the locking mechanism. We ordered 3 different sets of latches, and these were the best, which kind of sucks. There's a huge like gap in the market, I think, for some quality latches. So we're just kind of, they're just super finicky. It's a pain in the ass, but this is the process.
We had to precisely measure the distance of the hole center so that the latch would clear the face frame. After drilling the holes, we sanded before installing the collar. Once the collar was installed, we bored out the center so that the knob could pass through the collar without getting stuck. Then we attached the latch itself to the back of the face of the drawer.
That one went surprisingly well. Took me 20 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, it works. Alright, so we took a half day from the shop so we could come home and work on getting all of our stuff ready to sell. We need to sell all of our gear, except for that guy. You get to stay. Okay, you go back outside. Go boy. But yeah, we need to sell basically everything you see here. If it can't fit in the roamer, if we don't have an immediate necessary need for it, we're selling it just to make space, and also so we can afford this damn thing. It's just getting out of control. So here we go.
At first, getting rid of all this stuff was painful, but it eventually started to feel pretty good.
So this is what our current living situation looks like right now. This is our dinner table. This is all the stuff we're gonna sell. This is more stuff we're gonna sell, and actually selling stuff on Facebook. It's all for sale. Come and get it.
Whoa, halibut are weird.
It's raining. It's like 36 degrees out, but I need to get our brake lights reinstalled, reconnected, because we had to drop the bumper and the rear boxes to reinforce some things. So we had to disconnect everything, so I have to make those connections right now. We're trying to get moved in. It's 5:50 at night, but yeah.
Even though we had a laundry list of things to complete on the rig, we wanted to get it out of the shop and get a small taste of what living in it would feel like.
Make push, baby!
We also needed to get some photos and videos of the rig. We were beyond sight. Damn it, I crashed the drone again. Anyways,
And yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick tour. Let's start at the front here. So we have this nice big buckstop bumper. This thing is massive, super burly. We've got a Warren winch in here, and we have some Baja design lights going in here.
We have the Baja Designs light bar there. We also have some Baja Design lights up top. So yeah, that's sort of the front end here. We have some 41-inch Continental tires. These things are massive. They're military tires and they can hold a ton of weight. So I think they're 16 ply. So that's what can support all this weight on here. The truck has been lifted a couple inches to accommodate such big tires. We also had to cut back these radiuses to accommodate these fender flares. We're gonna get rid of these and get some new ones at some point. And then we have these really cool underbelly boxes made by Vorshear. This component will be a slide out grill and we'll have an awning that we can cook underneath. Really like these boxes. This is our water heater. This box here eventually will house a ladder and sort of our base camp setup. So basically we'll be able to show up, drop this down, drop the ladder, have some camp chairs, maybe a small little carpet, and be able to set up and immediately have a nice camp setup. All right, let's move to the back here. So some more boxes by Vorshear. These things are really, really sick. So these boxes will house some extra gear. This one will have our generator and propane tank in it. And this one we haven't quite decided yet. And yeah, let's go check out this side of the truck. Kind of the same. We have our custom bumper by Vorshear. We have a ladder going up on the back there. And yeah, that's our rig. Let's go check out the inside. We have been putting 16-hour days in for 10 months on end, pretty much every single moment I possibly could. We've been working on it. It's still not complete, but I'm gonna give you a tour anyways because it's close enough and I just wanna start getting some content out there, to be totally honest. Also, this is my dog Kicker. He's stoically looking out the window. Oh yes, you're the best. Anyways, I'll start at the refrigerator because that's really the heart of the home. We've got this 3-way Dometic Refrigerator. It can run off of AC, DC, and propane. It's nice and big and also has a freezer compartment which is removable. So my understanding is you don't have to have this freezer compartment. It can all just be refrigerated goods. We have some storage above the refrigerator. The plan for this is all these will be on gas struts, so these will open up nice, hang out there, and then drop down. Plan for this one is dry goods, like paper towels, all that kind of stuff. This lower one doesn't have a latch on it yet, but it's a nice big box here. We're gonna have this for our dry food storage, so bread, pasta, sauce, you know, kind of whatever. Good to have lots of food. Then we'll track around here to our dinette area. We have these nice cushions, and then all this is storage underneath. These lift up, and big storage bays there. This actually slides out as well. This table is designed to drop in and create another smaller bed. And underneath Kicker is our whole electrical setup. Red Point Woodworks built our tables here. They're super nice. They just have this like really nice velvety finish. And then we have our bed. Kicker, what's up? Oh. And then we have our bed area. We have a full queen size bed at the moment. We might shorten it a little bit and add a storage box on this side here. Right now we have a 3-inch thick Tempur-Pedic foam pad. And yeah, it's super cozy. It's a pretty good size. I wanted it so I could be able to sit here, you know, pretty much upright, or we can sit in bed and kind of relax and have lots of space. It doesn't feel too crowded at all. One of my favorite things about this entire project is the ceiling. We did a Shisugi Ban style wood here. So this is pine that we actually burnt all the way till it was black with a propane torch, and then took wire brushes and brushed out all of the softwood, and it left a grained, this black burnt color. We did a light coat of golden pecan stain and a semi-gloss finish, and it turned out awesome. It's super cool, super kind of psychedelic, but one of my favorite components to the build. Also, these lights are high efficiency LED lights. They're countersunk up to the ceiling. They're a nice warm color. We have 3 different zones. So we have the main zone, the bed, and under the cabinets. So we can sort of get some mood lighting in here, and they're also all on dimmers, which is super nice. We did build a pass-through so we can get from the driver's seat of the truck to the main living space, which is actually really nice. My whole team thought it was gonna be the worst idea ever. You know, my girlfriend, I had 2 friends kind of helping me who are both exceptionally intelligent. They all tried to talk me out of it, but I persevered and got what I want, and I think everyone's pretty psyched on it. Let's move on to our desk space here. So this is sort of my workspace. I edit video and photo for a living, film a bunch of stuff. So this will be sort of where I spend a lot of time in here. Probably most of my time will be spent in the edit bay. Haven't quite figured out what we're gonna do as far as we're gonna do a laptop or a full desktop. But this will be, there's still some tape up in there, but this will be where we have all of our, wind is probably killing me. So I'm gonna close this window. This will be where we charge batteries, have all that stuff up here. Be pretty nice. Haven't quite the knobs are a little finicky. All right, haven't quite decided what exactly we're gonna do with all the storage, but then we have our Dometic propane stove. Nice 3-burner. Our propane isn't rigged up yet, but it also has an oven, which we're super excited about. Ashley pretty much lives on bagel bites or pizza bites, so she'll survive. Then we have my wee-wee. This faucet, when it showed up, said wee-wee on it, and of course I'm 12 years old, so I thought that's hilarious. We have a nice inset stainless steel sink, nice and big. And again, this tabletop was made by Red Point Woodworks here in Utah. We went down there and helped him plane it, and we cut everything out. It's actually been really fun. It's been a dream of mine to work with these raw slab woods. So this is sycamore, has some really cool character to it, really in love with it. Again, we have more storage for cleaning goods under the sink here. Our water heater's under here, but we also have some additional space for pans. And then I'll show you our closet space. So we basically have his and hers closets, and nice drawers here for clothes, whatever we decide that we're gonna want for those. They will all be on these locks, but we just haven't had the time to finish those yet. All the way down to these bottom ones, which will be mainly for shoes and whatnot. We also have a few mechanical things going on in this one, a water pump, etc. And our bathroom. So we have our bathroom, which is totally incomplete at the moment, but the plan is we have a cassette toilet, which is kind of a nice feature. We're using it as storage for this shoot, so you didn't actually see the pile of junk right there. But we have our cassette toilet. Basically, you poop into this container, and then you can access it from outside the truck. There'll be a panel on the outside. We'll pull it out, and it's all self-contained. Has a little suitcase handle and wheels, and you can wheel it into any pit toilet or any bathroom. It'll be on its own switch. We'll also be able to shower here. So the toilet will be here, shower on a little handle, and a nice glass door, however that will open. And yeah, I think that's sort of the tour of the inside. Our water tanks are in the subfloor right here, and we utilized all of this space, so it's all insulated, it's all plumbed, it's all perfect. And then underneath us right here, we have a little, if you just angle it like that. Right below us, we have a little hatch door, and that's to access some more additional storage space. And basically the floor frame is all insulated, but we still have some inches, so we wanted to be able to put climbing gear or backpacks, whatever it might be. Now it's time to enjoy the whole reason we built this thing. After a year of so much hard work and stress, we finally spent our first night in the rig outside of the shop. I cannot tell you how good it feels to be here. 6 months ago, I had my face in my hands on the verge of tears, unsure if we'd actually be able to pull this thing off. Now it seems so worth it. We fired up dinner on the camp chef and thoroughly enjoyed our first night before setting in. Things are starting to feel like they're really coming together. The next morning, we awoke to a wild sunrise. On the next episode of the MUSEROAMER project, got a big old checklist here. We need to bust all these things out, get on the road, start getting after it. We install our freshwater fill, which immediately had some problems. We finalize our propane appliances. We finish the last trim and flooring. We modify and install our window screens. We do our final deep clean and paint. We finally start moving some clothes in, and we deal with some really unfortunate cracking issues.
Really sucks.
And more. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to keep up with our most recent adventures, make sure to follow us on Instagram. Massive thank you to the friends and brands who made this stream possible. If you have any questions, we would love to answer them. If you found this at all entertaining or informative, we would love it if you could please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.